we're looking at good news, and today I told you I'm telling you about the African solar motorcycle. I'm really excited about that one. It's I don't know, it's exciting. I was happy when we had the electric and then we moved away from all this fuel. And I mean, I know some countries are yet to catch up on the whole electric stuff, but now just, jumping into the solar side, we're really, really focusing on the whole clean energy thing, and it makes me very happy. So we'll take our good news stories right now.
Good news. Good news. Good news. Good news.
So it's called the Zembo, and that is the zero emission motorcycle Buddha. So that is how the name comes. Zembo, zero emission motorcycle Buddha. And look, I'm pretty sure we'll have quite a number of them across our various African countries very soon, because one thing that they're doing is the bikes are powerful, they're reliable, and they're comfortable. And as well, they have high capacity lithium technology. So it's safe, and then it has a long lifetime. I mean, that's the batteries they have in them. And then it's all green. So you recharge it in the solar station. No carbon dioxide, no particles, no pollution, no noise. How amazing is it to just be on the road and have all these motorcycles? They just pass by you and you literally don't get any noise. Sometimes the kind of sounds that come from the motorcycles that we actually find on the streets, those sounds alone can scare you. I remember on Friday I was on my way. No, that was it Wednesday? I was on my way home, and then this motorcycle guy just came to pass. And I don't know whether it's something deliberate, but my colleague was like, it's something deliberately do. It just did something, and it sounds like the tire just burst, but I think it's something they work on that isn't their engine or something. So it just goes off like that, and my heart my heart. So if Zembo is bringing a motorcycle that, first off, there's no pollution, there's no emission of carbon dioxide into the system, and then I mean there's no noise, I think that is good. Look, we're trying to cut down on the whole carbon thing. We're trying to cut down on the emission of harmful gases, because we're trying all we can to actually save the ozone. The climate is in a very, very important place right now. And I believe all hands on deck, whatever we're doing, if you're in a business, a venture, look at the climate aspect of it. What can you do? Or what are you doing? And what you're doing, is it contributing to the depletion, or is it helping to maintain or restore? I think it's something we should really consider. So I was very excited when I found out about Zembo, and very soon they'll be across, different African countries. The key was to be able to provide affordable, easy, renewable, because they're using solar. So first, if you're in a place where there's this issue of fuel prices go up and fuel prices this and fuel prices go, it's not going to affect you because you're using solar. The sun is renewable because it's always there. And for the days that you don't have the sun and it rains and you're not able to, do that, that's why you have the batteries as well inside the motor. So it's like you're benefiting on different places. Now you can find Zembo, you can find them in Uganda, Kampala, you can find them, and they're still spreading across the various African countries. But I think it's a good thing. It's a great initiative. And if we can, let's patronize it. I feel when ideas like this pop up, we shouldn't just leave it and be like, oh, it's a private thing, it's good, or is that no? If we can get stakeholders, people to invest in it, then we can actually have it grow broader and spread across. The key is solutions, not problems. And when solutions like this are presented to us, we can do, or the best we can do is to actually pick them up and really appreciate them. So I think it's a good thing that Zembo is providing affordable electric motorcycles and also solar motorcycles. And it's just doing this for taxi drivers across the continent. So please, if you're looking for one, just go to www.zem.bo. Zem.bo. And then you can reach them, or know how to get yourself one of those motorcycles. Contributes to the restoring of the ozone layer and to maintaining, the climate of where we find ourselves. Now, the next good news I have for you is coming from Kenya, and this has to do with Kepsa. So, Kepsa actually organized an e commerce booster program where they were able to train, or let's say where we had at least 2,000 MSMEs gain digital skills through just the booster program. And if this continues, you can imagine how many MSMEs will be digitally equipped, will have the technical know how, and will do business much more educated or informed, and they'll be able to make wise decisions and be able to make profits out of the business. So Kepsa basically happens to be the Kenyan private sector agency, and they actually put themselves together. They more like stand in the gap for the private sector, the companies, startups, all those things. And one thing Kepsa has been trying to do for some time now in Kenya is to ensure the private sector is equally as good and strong and solid, and they can contribute to the economy or to the growth of the economy of Kenya. And I think that is something that is great. If there's an umbrella that you can have all these private sector companies fall under, then I think it's a good thing. So Kepsa has been doing this for eons now. But recently they organized the e-commerce booster, and this was to digitally enhance all the small scale businesses across the country. Because people keep thinking that, oh, okay, I run a business. I do this, I do that, I sell this. My shop is here, my shop is that. You can find this in my mall. You can find my things here, you can find my things there. So if people do not necessarily walk to these places to get them, how do they get your stuff? How do they even get to know you? How do they find out about you? If you don't have an online presence, how does one know that you actually exist? Because if you don't have an online presence, then to most people out there, you don't exist because they can't find you. They don't know where you are. Unless you want to say my target audience is just those around me, those who can see me. So Kepsa taught these business owners that they needed an online presence. They equipped them with the digital skills and then took them through, some days of training. You do this, do that. This is how you use it. This is how you do this. This is what you go about in this business models, marketing, so many things just to make sure that these startups could stand on their feet. And God knows that during this COVID-19 times, these people need these trainings a lot. I mean, as much as we're facing a hard time, it's also a good time to be able to relax and refresh your mind, relearn, pick up the basics again, and start properly facing things in a different light. So I'm happy that these businesses actually did get it, because half of the business that I came there, they had little or no digital presence at all, and some of them they had to be brought on board. So if you're doing business out there and you don't have any digital presence, I mean, we should be looking at you like this. How do people know you exist? How do people find you? But the minute you put yourself out there, you've opened yourself up to both national and international markets. So let's try and acquire the right skills. And if we have organizations in our countries that will be able to organize this, or corporations that will be able to bring about such training for startups and MSMEs, it's a good thing. After all, when the money comes, it also helps to grow and develop the economy. You can find Kepsa or find out more about Kepsa if you're in Kenya, and then probably you haven't heard of Kepsa and you're wondering, oh, this is happening in my country. Yes, it's happening in Kenya. So you can check out Kepsa. Just go to www.kepsa.or.ke www.kepsa.or.ke and find out all about the amazing things they're doing right there on the continent and in your country. Well, that's all we have for you for good news. Now, a quick one. If you feel there's a company out there, or you know somebody who is doing something great that is actually impacting people, and you feel this is something we could talk about on our good news segment, don't forget you can reach us on Facebook at Africa Global Radio, Twitter and Instagram at AF Global Radio.